Good morning, everyone. It's Miran Peterman, or good day, good afternoon. Welcome to my podcast, NLP podcast, Next Level Podcast. The idea is not that this is next level for you, because maybe some people will ask, oh, maybe this is not the next level for me, or what is the purpose, and is it supposed to be a really some high stuff? But basically, there are so many things I want to share with you guys, and mostly inside the, let's say, unofficial videos and the blogs. Somehow I don't find the way and the mean to really express my thoughts, my thinking, and sometimes there is something just like off the track, something unofficial. And I was just thinking, okay, let's make an NLP next level podcast. This is next level for me, and maybe also I hope for you. And I would like really to share things that are going on inside of my mind, or like that are part of my development, things that usually I don't share. And since today is the 1st of May, this is basically International Labor Day, I thought, it's just a very nice opportunity that I start. And today I would like to share an experience I had recently with my motivation, with my personal growth. A while ago, I stumbled across a guy, a very successful mentor, coach, internationally well known. I was kind of a little bit surprised I didn't know him from before, and I started to listen to him. And the guy, he became a millionaire by the age of, I think, a little bit over 20, and then was the chief editor of the Success magazine, and today he's really famous and well known as a coach to develop leadership, to develop leaders. And I was really happy about his stuff, about his insights, and I was listening, and I really enjoyed it, and I felt I really gained a lot. But then somehow some things in my life, in my business, did not really develop so well as I was expecting, and I started to feel a little bit down. I was disappointed about myself, and I was thinking and analyzing what is going on now in my life. And then all of a sudden I got a hunch, an idea, and let's say intuitional insight from my intuition. And this was, okay, maybe this was all like my situation, because I was not happy about myself. I was not happy about the results that I was achieving. And then I realized maybe all those things happened because I was listening to this guy. Because the guy, he was really like, nothing's gonna stop me. I will overwork everyone. I will, if I need to compete with somebody, I'm so persistent that, I will always win because I never stop, and so on. And somehow, in a way, I felt there was not so much place for understanding, for compassion, for, maybe, I don't know if I can call this weakness, just because sometimes you're in a place or in a situation that you just have to accept that you are there. I have a reminder that I'm sending to myself every day, and it is somehow, did you do today everything that you could do? Basically, I will just give me a second, because I don't know by heart how it is because I want to share with you. Anyway, my reminder is, did you do today everything that it was in your power to achieve your dream? This is very important question, because sometimes, like in the past, I was asking myself, did you do today everything that you needed to do, or, like, did you do today? I mean, there are many different questions, but somehow some questions I really found that are not empowering me, because if I ask myself, did I do today everything that was in my power? Sometimes I find myself without power. I'm powerless. Sometimes I don't have the motivation that I would need to really make a breakthrough, to really do what. Because did you achieve today everything that you wanted? Or did you achieve today everything that was necessary to bring you closer towards your goal? Yeah, I mean, those are very tricky questions in a way, because it is very important the way how you ask yourself. But if I'm honest with myself, did I do today everything that it was in my power? Then I say, sometimes, most of the time, I can say, yes, I did it. It was, as much as I am powerful today, I can do things. And of course, the purpose of my personal growth is that I become more and more powerful every day, that I become more and more inspired every day. But then I have to ask myself, okay, but considering my current situation, did I do everything today that it was in my power? And the answer should be yes. And of course, today is the day I did it as much as I could do it, and tomorrow is another day, another opportunity. So basically, after listening to this guy, I became a little bit upset about myself. I started to judge myself too harshly, I would say. I was maybe having some hard expectations on myself, and I realized, okay, maybe now is the right time, or the good time, that I stop listening to this guy, because for a few months he was a source of my motivation, and he really lifted me up, and he reminded me on many things that I was really a hardcore guy, more in the past, that nothing could break me, and like I was go-getter, I was just let's go, let's do it, and but sometimes things are not really going in the direction that you want to. Sometimes the universe is trying to teach you something, and you need to realize, and sometimes maybe you need to take a break, make a pause, or just to take time to reflect. And sometimes things they're not going the way you would like to, and those are the times that you need to find some energy and power to be patient with yourself, to be compassionate, to really motivate yourself again, to lift yourself up. And then I decided, and intuitively I picked up another mentor, because everyone in the world that is successful is all the time working on his or her motivation. There is motivation is like a food. If you don't eat it, you're hungry, and if you don't take care of your motivation, then you're just starving. If you are not motivated all the time, that means that you are not practicing regularly, that you are not scheduling your motivation. It is very important, not just, okay, I'm reading something, I'm listening something when I have time, but this is on my schedule. But this is a topic for another conversation. Today I would just like to share this experience. So intuitively I picked up another mentor of mine, another successful high performance coach, and I started to listen, and he has a little bit another style. Sometimes I don't like him because of his some special, I don't know, he's got some special energy, some special way. But basically, it was completely another approach, and it lifted me up again. I gained the hope. I got vision. I got clarity on myself, about my situation, about my goals, about my current situation, if you will. And so this is now I'm switching, because all the time I have some mentors, either physical mentors or virtual mentors, people who are successful and people who I can look towards and I can learn from. And I think this is very important. So this was my experience. You have to be careful who you listen to. And so many times, I speak with the people and, they're listening to some favorite coaches. I like this coach so much. I'm listening to her all the time. She's so passionate. She's so like this and so like that. But, when we go deeper and when we start to dig and when we start to take a look at the influence that coach has on this person, and many times you feel great, but you have to ask, okay, is this your feeling great bringing you closer to your goal? Is this feeling great, in a brackets, I would say, bringing you closer to the life that you wish to have, to the relationship that you want to have? Because sometimes we are just inspired. There are some coaches who makes us inspired, but we don't do anything. Many times it's just also like somebody comes to me with some problem, like, for example, Miran, I have a big problem. I cannot pay my electricity. They will cut the electricity off, and what can I do? And then if I would be just a kind of motivational speaker, I would say, don't worry, everything will be all right. Just keep faith, just believe. You have to really raise up yourself. You have to raise up yourself about your problems. Just believe everything will be okay. And then you just pump up. I would just pump up that person, and the person would leave. But he would be motivated, but he wouldn't do anything. So we need to be careful who we listen to, because I cannot do this. If I'm a responsible coach, I can say, don't give up. Everything will be all right. But then I have to also add, but you have to kick your butt. You have to move yourself. You have to do something. You have to make some action. You have to find some money. You have to earn some money. You have to, maybe invest in yourself, that you earn more money, that you can pay this electricity. It's not just enough motivation. And it is very important who we listen to. Because sometimes we get the feeling, sometimes we get the motivation, sometimes we get just some boring plan, and there has to be a balance. There has to be a balance about motivation and about action. And all these things has to be combined, that is on the level that we can really make some results. Because as I told you, my experience, I was listening to this highly motivated, highly successful coach, mentor, and basically the level he was talking about, or like the approach, there was just go on, no mercy. You have to find the way, you have to make the result. And because of this approach, because I am not yet on the level that I would consume all the time this kind of messages, I became a little bit unhappy with myself, unhappy with my life, unhappy with the results. So basically, take some time, maybe think over look over. If you need some advice, I'm more than welcome to help you, to give you a hand, to give you some hint, to maybe share some authors with you. Of course, but this is another topic that you need to know, that sometimes you don't need just the motivation in order to change some things in your life, but you need also some implementation. This is the difference. So many people in nowadays, they're looking just for motivation, but they don't know, they have no idea, they don't have the experiences, the skills, the knowledge, how to implement things then in their life. So this is another topic, and for implementation, maybe you need some personal coaching, or you need to attend some webinar or some workshop or something else. But generally, take some time and maybe have a look. Who do you listen to, and what kind of things are you consuming, and you can see the results that you're getting. How is this influencing your life? And of course, maybe sometimes you are not aware of it, and because, for example, for me, this is my life, and I'm analyzing this almost daily, and weekly I'm checking my progress, checking my state, my motivation, my results, and then all the time, I'm you would be surprised how often I change my daily routine, how often I change my approaches, maybe sometimes even weekly, or even during the week, if I find that something doesn't work. And this is interesting, especially for those who stick to your routine for maybe a few years. You have all the time the same routine, but you are not all the time the same, and maybe sometimes you need something else, sometimes you need to add something, sometimes you need to change, to make another approach. All those things are very important. But basically, this is just what I wanted to share with you, my experience with the listening of a mentor, and then all these things that brought me to the attitude that I was too hard on myself, that I was expecting too much, that I was not patient enough, and I did not feel great, and then I had to change, and now again I'm on the right way. So I hope that this thinking, that my sharing was useful to you, and I wish you a beautiful life. I wish you that you really take your life to the next level, as we will do it with our Next Level podcast. I wish you a beautiful day, beautiful Labor's Day, or whenever you are listening this, and till next time, stay great. Hey, it's Miran. Are you still here? I almost forgot to ask you, did you like the episode? Please like it and share it with someone that would benefit from it. And I would be very happy to hear your thoughts, maybe some questions, your opinions. Maybe the discussion can start right down there. I really wish you a beautiful day, and stay great. Bye-bye.